And Senator Bernie Sanders is with us now from Burlington, Vermont. Senator, good morning.
Good morning.
Your campaign fired your national data director and you've suspended two others. You're conducting an investigation. Can you tell us the status of that now? And are more suspensions possible here?
Well, as you know, this is the second breach that the DNC vendors have allowed to happen. What we are asking for now is a thorough investigation with the DNC from day one of these campaigns to see what the implications of these breaches have been. Have information, in fact, been able to go both ways? I don't know if that's the case, but that's a possibility. The bottom line is that the first time there was a breach, when we had access to Clinton's information, our people said, this is wrong, this is crazy, and they went to the DNC. Second time, we had at least one staffer who did not do the right thing. That person is gone. We have suspended several others. But we certainly want to get to the bottom of this, and we are working with the DNC to make sure that we have all of the information. And we do not want these breaches from DNC vendors to take place again. But I believe that the action of the DNC to basically shut us off from all of the information that we have put into that base, the lifeblood of our campaign, was totally inappropriate. And that's an issue we continue to deal with them on.
Senator Sanders, I want to ask you about Donald Trump asking for a new apology this morning. I'm sure you're well aware of what I'm speaking of. It's Donald Trump basically saying that a reference to him being a recruitment tool for ISIS should have never been a topic of conversation during this debate.
Well, let me say this about Donald Trump and what I said the other day. I fear that Donald Trump is doing a great disservice to our country internationally, fanning hatred for the United States all over the world. And I have to say this, and if you know me, you know, I am not the most partisan guy in the world, and I don't like taking, you know, harsh attacks against my opponents. I think that Donald Trump is a pathological liar. When he goes before the American people and says he saw on a television screen thousands of people in New Jersey standing up and being so happy and celebrating 9/11 and the destruction of the Twin Towers, it never happened.
But
it never happened.
Do you think in response to Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton should be apologizing?
Well, I think that Donald Trump right now, I'll let Hillary Clinton deal with that. I think Donald Trump deserves to apologize to the American people. That is delusional. Now, either thousands of people in New Jersey were standing up and celebrating, or they weren't. There is not any indication that that took place, any indication that he saw that on television, and yet he goes around the country talking about it. That is doing a mass disservice to the Muslim people of this country and our relationship with the Muslim people all over the world.
Senator, the CBS Battleground tracker polls show you ahead in New Hampshire, but trailing behind in some of the other states. We only have a few more weeks now till the Iowa caucuses. What is your campaign going to do to step things up here and make a difference in the poll numbers?
Well, look, if you remember that when I started this campaign 7.5 months ago or so, we were considered a fringe campaign, fringe candidate. I was at 3 or 4% in the polls. Nobody knew who Bernie Sanders was or what I believed in. But talking about why the middle class is disappearing, massive wealth and income inequality in America, a corrupt campaign finance system that allows billionaires to buy elections, our campaign has caught on. The result is that I think the latest polls have us up in New Hampshire and have us not so far behind in Iowa. We have a very strong grassroots movement in Iowa and in New Hampshire of volunteers and paid staff. We're knocking on a lot of doors. We're making a lot of telephone calls. And I'll tell you, I think we have a shot to win in Iowa. I'm going to be leaving for Iowa in a few hours. We're going to be spending a lot of time in Iowa and New Hampshire in the next 5 or 6 weeks. We are speaking to many, many thousands of people, a lot of excitement. If we can win in Iowa, if we can win in New Hampshire, I think we're on our way to a national victory and one of the great political upsets in the modern history of America. Look, people want a political revolution. People are tired of establishment politics, establishment economics, and the top 1% getting it all while almost everybody else is getting poorer. People want real change. I think our campaign is a vehicle for that change.
All right, Senator Sanders joining us this morning live. Thank you so much.